Alright, hey gang, how you doing? Conman here. We're playing around on a sandbox mode game. We've got all cheats turned on. We're going to make it nice and easy. We're actually going to reset the game speed back to normal for a second. Today we want to talk about, experience. Experience in game, how you get experience, where experience comes from, why it's important. I was actually looking up a little bit on this before I started this recording, and I found out there's actually not a whole lot of information out there. There are a few places it's a little difficult to find. It's not always clear. So I want to comment about some things. So there are 5 ways that you gain experience in Heroes of the Storm. 5 things that you can do. First, hero kills. You kill a hero, you get experience. Pretty straightforward. Minions. Being within range of minions when they die, or possibly last hitting them, you get experience. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I'll gloss over it for now. But minion XP. 3 would be killing structures, specifically structures with ammunition. So if I go over here, killing the fort, killing the keep, those grant experience. The gates, the walls, the healing fountain, the sippy cup, no experience for that, but you do get experience for ammunition filled structures. 4 is mercenaries. You kill some merc camps. You get experience for that. And the last one is passive experience, where you get experience for just being in the game. So it's the easiest, it's the simplest. Let's talk about that first. So you'll notice that I've just kind of been biding my time over here in the spawn. I'm not near any minions. I haven't blown anything up. I haven't done anything. But my XP bar is going up. That's because there is 20 seconds, I think it's 20 experience rather, per second. You just get that. Have fun. You just get experience for being there. It's just a mechanic that's in the game, trickle XP. So you just get that no matter what.
Nothing to it.
So that's that. That's just passive XP that you just get no matter what. It kind of keeps you in the game. Even if you're not doing anything, the game just gives you experience that you can go through. It's enough to get me a level 1, but, eventually the experience to level up will be increased to a point where it's not going to be super appreciable, but it does add up over time. Second thing is, let's talk minions right now. We'll dive right into it. So you get experience for minion. If you kill a minion, if I go over and kill this minion, boom, there's experience. If I don't even have to kill the minion. I just have to be within range of the minion, which is called soaking. Now soaking, how to soak, why to soak, that could be a bigger topic in and of itself, and maybe that's worthwhile to go talk about it in a separate video or something like that. But suffice it to say, just being within range of the minions will get you experience. You don't even have to kill them. You just kind of hang out here, and you get all that experience. So here's something to comment on. The minion experience will scale. So as you level up and as the game progresses, they will be progressively worth more experience. You see, that's worth 64. The minions have their own XP values. I'm not going to go into the exact numbers right now. You can look them up online. But I'm not doing any damage. I'm just kind of standing here and getting experience. That's why you'll see stuff like Medivh will just fly overhead. He won't be doing any damage. Maybe waiting for an opportunity, but he's soaking the lane. They're just letting his minions kill the enemy minions. And there you go. Something worthwhile to note, in the first stage of the game, like the first couple of minutes, a full minion wave is actually going to be worth more experience than a player kill at like level 1. And I can stand over here. Alright, so that's 405 experience for that player. But in the very beginning of the game, a full minion wave will actually be worth more experience. That will change as the game progresses. As the game goes on, heroes will eventually be worth substantially more than a full minion wave. But at least at the start, you're kind of better off soaking the lanes. You'll see this a lot, especially in the mid-level of play. I see this all the time, where game starts, level 1, everyone rushes out to the mid, or if it's a game like Black Hearts, everyone is going to rush out to the friggin' watchtower, and there's a huge fight over it, and there's a big skirmish, and that skirmish will go on for like 2 minutes before the objective starts. And here's this huge fight going on in the middle, and the bottom lane is open, and the top lane is open, and there's just tons and tons of experience that's being wasted that could potentially be picked up. So, just something to think about. Staying on the topic of minions, as I said, you'll see now they're worth at level 4, they're worth more. You can also get minion experience by last hitting them, even if you're outside of range. So let's talk a hero. Let's talk Azmodan. Azmodan has got his Infernal Globe. If I'm Azmodan and I'm over here and I, drop my globe and dunk on these minions. If I get the last hit, I get a kill. I get experience for that, even though I'm outside of the soak range. If I drop my general and they get the last hit on the minion, I get experience for that. If I am Abathur, here's something that's not off. Here's like one of the important parts of being Abathur. If I'm Abathur and my body is right up here in this top lane, all right, I'm here in this bush, I'm soaking all this experience. I drop my hat, my symbiote on this minion here. Any of those minions that die, I get experience. I get soak experience for that. So, you know, think about your abilities, think about what you can do at long range that might be outside of the range. You'll get experience for that as well. That's one of the reasons why. One of the things that makes the Vikings potentially such a strong hero when played well. You get a Viking up top, you get a Viking in the mid lane, you get a Viking in the bottom lane. The Viking bodies are soaking all the experience. That allows the rest of the team to then run up as a 4-man group and kind of clear waves out and get ganks. And when you get ganks, what you'll do is you'll actually deny the enemy team that experience. So even though I'm just sitting here soaking this hammer's getting all that experience, that's fine. But if I were to kill that hammer and then push my minions up into their towers, that denies that experience from them. So it's a not only a positive for me in just getting the kill, but it's a net negative for them. They're not getting anything. So hero experience does scale, minion experience does scale, mercenary experience will scale over time. So let's talk about the other. I'm gonna go hang out in this bush for a minute. Let's talk about the other source of experience, which is structures. So structures are static XP. So what that means is, so this here, let's talk about towers, 400 experience. This fort, 800 experience. If we go over here to the keeps, the keep towers are 650 XP. The keep itself is 1300 XP. So that doesn't scale. That stays the same whether it's level 1 or whether it's level 21. So if I'm sitting here, if I go over and kill this fort at level 1, I get 400 XP. If I killed it, or this tower I should say, if I go over and kill this tower at level 20, it's still 400 XP. So it's one of the things, we're going to kill him again because it's fun. It's one of the things that you can, one of the reasons that there's such a catch-up mechanic within the game. If you're behind in the game, if you're down a level or 2, and we're going to talk about that in a sec too, but if you're down a level or 2, the enemy team has kind of destroyed some of your structures, they've already cashed in that experience. Whereas for your team now you're down a bit, these structures are potentially bankable XP that you haven't yet cashed in. So if you turn around and then, you know, go over there and destroy the tower, let's go do that. All right, hello tower, I don't like your face. Boom, there's 400 experience for me. Thank you very much. And now suddenly, you know, you've kind of caught up and matched the enemy team, and you get some experience back. Something else to note about structures is when structures go down, you get that experience no matter where you are. You don't necessarily have to be within range. So if you've got a minion wave that's pushing a keep down, you got mercenaries that are marching down a lane and they're putting pressure on the enemy team, you're going to get that experience no matter what. As soon as if you're Blackheart's Bay, you cash in your coins. Blackheart's dropping cannonballs on stuff. He destroys a fort. He destroys a fort over here. 800 experience. Even though there's no one there, everyone else is somewhere else. They're off doing something else. You get experience for that no matter what. Let's go mercenaries real fast. Let's go play with mercenaries. Here we go. Hello, friends. Some mercenaries. Notice I have no mercenary experience. Actually, one, I get mercenaries. You get experience just for killing mercenaries. You get experience for bribing the mercenary, as you see here. I'm now bribing the mercs. Boom. Got my experience. Now it's going to change from... It's going to change... See... I want to point something out there. So you'll notice the level I had. I got experience not only for killing the mercenaries, but I got experience for actually getting the turn in. So it's not in most maps. It's very inconsequential. You'll see here the whole thing at level 8 was only 297. It actually changes a bit on Hanamura, where you get a huge XP bonus for killing the mercs. They're worth a lot of experience in Hanamura. On most maps, it's not that big of a deal. Goodbye, hammer.
Don't forget to check the pockets. What?
So let's showcase this here. Let's see if we can. We'll just do some damage to these mercs or these minions. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm out of range here. You saw as I leaned over, as I zoomed over here, you saw I got the 800 experience bonus that came up, even though I'm clearly very far out of range. Tower went down. This fort's gonna go down. Other way around. There's more experience for me. It's banked in there, and I get that. Thank you very much, AI. Something else to keep in mind about experience: when you're ahead of the enemy team, enemy kills aren't going to be worth quite as much. Conversely, if you're behind in experience, you're going to get a significant bonus when you kill an enemy player. So let's go set the team level here. We'll set their team level up. Okay, so there are a lot of levels up. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I think it's only, there's a 4-level difference. I think there's a 4-level difference. Let's go find Hammer. Where's Hammer? Hammer's over here. There. Did you see that? That was 2,800 experience for getting that kill. That was 2,800 experience for getting that kill. So what that was, and it's not completely like, it's not broken down into the game very well, but I got the experience for the kill, but because I'm so far behind, I get bonus experience, and it's kind of a catch-up mechanic. So again, one of the reasons why, you know, I personally dislike when people go GG after losing a team fight, because it's very easy to get back into the game. You win a team fight of your own, you get a couple of picks or a couple of enemy kills, suddenly you come right back up, and you're back in there in the enemy team. And matching them in experience. So it's also a reason why when you're ahead, you want to think about experience. When you're ahead, you do want to be able to press your advantage, but you don't want to be reckless with it. And what I mean is, if you just go in like, oh, we're 4 levels ahead, it doesn't matter, and you know, extend under a tower and get yourself killed, not only does the enemy team get a crap ton of experience and bonus XP for that, but now they have the ability to go and push down some of your structures and then catch back up in the blink of an eye. So that's kind of XP in a nutshell. I think that about covers it. We don't need to go into too much other depth. There are some resources online. I mean, I don't know if the exact numbers are going to be meaningful to you. I think just the kind of the breakdown is what's important. But the important thing is, soak your lanes, get the experience. I may talk about soak in a different video. We're going to go kill that hammer one more time just because it's so much fun. There we go. Again, there's another 2,800 experience because we're still so far behind. Soak your lanes, get the experience. You get yourself the XP advantage. Suddenly you're level 10 before the enemy team is level 10. You get your ultimates. Then you can force a fight where you've got a huge advantage. Or, you know, 13 to 12, 16 to 15, any level where you can get that talent to your advantage. You can use that to your edge. You can win an objective. You can win a team fight. You can force the enemy team into a position that they don't want to be in. Same thing with 20. You get to level 20. That's usually a pretty solid power spike for most heroes. You get level 20. The enemy team is only 18 or only at 19. You have the opportunity to push a fight, to kind of force a fight at a 5v5. You've got a pretty solid power spike advantage, power level advantage due to that extra talent. You can kind of force a fight. You can then go and take that keep, take that fort, maybe push the enemy core. So you always want to be thinking about experience. I see quite often, you know, in regards to soaking, I see quite often where there's just a huge fight going on somewhere, and someone's just down here, just kind of hanging out, just kind of doing their thing. Like, all right, I'm going to hang out here. You know, there's a fight up here, there's a fight up here. Someone's just getting all this experience. We're going to kill all these here. They march their minions up into the enemy fort, up into the enemy walls. These guys go down, and that is experience that they don't get. Just like that. Well, yeah, that's all for experience. I'm kind of rambling on at this point. I think that that about covers it. So you see, just to recap, you got 5 types of experience. You got player XP, which will scale. Player XP is actually worth less than a wave of minions in the very early game, like the first stages of the game. Level 1 minion wave is worth more than a player kill in terms of experience. Now, that's just in terms of experience. It does disrupt the enemy team, and it does put them at a disadvantage for a few seconds because the respawn timers are pretty short. 2, minions. Minion experience. You don't necessarily have to get the last kill. You just have to be within range when they die. As these minions go down, I'm just kind of hanging out here, and I'm soaking all of that sweet, sweet XP. 3 is passive. Just being in the game. Just being there, being in the game. Here's some XP. Look at the passive XP over the course of the game. Like, that's pretty nice. I mean, now keep in mind, that's passive XP for both teams, so it's not like you're going to get a passive XP advantage. But if you're losing, if you're down in level, as we are in this fun sandbox game, your passive XP will be worth more than the enemy team's passive XP because it's going to take you less to level than them. So just keep that in mind. Lastly, mercenaries. And then structures. Mercenary XP, your mileage will vary, as they say. Again, Hanamura, we've talked about this. The mercenary XP is significant. It is a lot of XP for killing the mercenaries, for bribing the mercenaries, which is why Brightwing and Falstad are such valuable choices there. And then structures. Structure XP does not scale. Once again, only structures with ammunition, like this wall, not worth any experience. It's only for strategic advantage, just opening up avenues of attack or avenues of retreat. Killing this here healing well, getting rid of the sippy cup. No experience for that. Just again, strategic advantage, preventing the enemy team from being able to tap the well, forcing them to either tap a well somewhere else or to retreat back and to hearth. Structures, just banked XP, never goes up, never goes down. It's always going to be the same amount. So if you're down in a level, if you're down a bunch of structures and you're able to turn the tide a little bit and kill the enemy team structures, more XP for you, something that you're about to cash in and kind of even the odds. And again, once more, structure XP will be provided to you even if you're not within range. If structures go down, if minions take down a structure, or mercenaries, or a map objective, temple, Sky Temple, takes it down, you're going to get that experience. So that's XP in a nutshell. Very, very kind of basic Heroes of the Storm 101 stuff, but I find a lot of times people don't fully quite understand the way it works, so I thought I would break that down. There we go. That's going to go down in a minute. We'll let it do its thing. Anyhow, my name is Conman, of course. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you think I missed anything. Let me know if you have any comments of yourself, and hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.